All right, for our last theorem for this section, we have the trapezoid mid-segment theorem. Mid-segment theorem means that we're literally cutting the trapezoid in half. So you'll notice one thing that it doesn't say in this definition is that these sides are congruent. And that's because simply the word mid-segment means that it is cutting those lines in half. So automatically these have to be congruent to each other because you're chopping those sides in half. Now, it's the sides that aren't parallel, notice as well. So another theorem says that we can find this line here, xy, the dashed one in the middle, by adding the segment BC and DA together and dividing it in half. And that will give us the distance for xy. Okay, let's go ahead and apply that theorem to a question. So for this one here, we're asked to find JM. And I know that LK is 8.3 and QP is 9.8. So how can I find JM? Well, we just learned that the equation for QP is given by adding the two outside parallel lines together and dividing it in half. So what I know is that 8.3 plus JM times 1/2, I actually prefer to just divide it by 2, but I'll stick with what you had in the last drawing, is going to be equal to that middle line QP. Okay, so again, I don't like to deal with fractions, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 2 so that my fraction is basically gone on the one side. And I get 8.3 times plus JM, and 9.8 times 2 is going to give me 19.6. Okay, then all I have to do to solve for JM is subtract 8.3 on both sides. And I'm going to get 11.3 for JM. And that's your answer. Okay, your homework is included, and make sure that you include any of your questions on the Collaborate form.